come. Okay, how do we deal with this situation, shall we say? Merge up the units. We don't actually take attrition going into these lands, so it's perfect opportunity for our main infantry. Sadly, we are severely lacking such units. So, the 1000s get on the case. Those of you that are not 1000, we need you to retake that so we get the war score, and we will purge the enemy. The Marahan separatists want to rise up, and I can't be dealing with that right now. Thankfully, it's only in Werder. And estimated time of arrival is 20 years. The BBB achievement is only possible if you start as France. So no, you would not be getting it as Burgundy. Okay. It's a shame we had to give up the war reparations, but we survived the Mamlukian onslaught. And for that I am just a little bit glad. Okay, he's losing war score. He's losing his ability to stab, hit, peacemate, if he ever had it. To be honest, I really should get myself up to date with how that all works. We only need a single Mani here to deal with that. The rest of us should be taking care of Mogadishu. But for that we should actually have our siege general in the case. We'll throw him there as soon as Bell What's-Its-Face is done. That'll cause a massive tip in the war score. How much is massive? 13 to +4. Interesting. We lost a +17 we had, but not all of it. Okay. Whew. Our Marahan rebels are back. Sure enough, it was because they were being occupied by our mortal enemy. It's almost tempting to harsh treat them, but not quite, because it only costs money to defeat them. Money is not quite the same as mill. Alright, I got your back, my glorious Mogadishu vassal. And I have a plan. I might actually give this land to you so that you can core it. Alright, that's a little bit of a problem. But I could still take you. 13th, we'd get there on the 12th. It's crossing a river, and they have 3 maneuver. We'll fight him anyway. And yeah, that's a 3 maneuver guy. A 3 siege guy, rather. See if we can't put him in his place. Mogadishu's in trouble, and he's probably gonna die. Ooh, subject is tired of war. This is a subject interaction event, which you haven't been seeing much of so far. You're probably dead. Yeah, you're getting attacked on all sides. Mogadishu would lose 10 war and war exhaustion. I'm afraid your war exhaustion is not my concern. That is pretty good though if you have a strong subject with a lot of war exhaustion. Okay, you're probably not going to survive that too well, but I will do everything in my power to help you. Gotcha! Really all I need here are both my cannons and 1,000 men, but with the general. And since I don't think they're taking attrition, those two will do just fine. The rest of you, give chase and lay waste. What are the lyrics to this? It's like, if you leave me dry, I will let you die. Don't know, I'm not one of these people that can understand lyrics that they listen to. Alright, death to the Africans. Whew. There we go. Of course, if Yemen declares war on us now, we are every flavour of screwed, but no. Ajuran, you die today. We have plenty of admin to core you up. Our war exhaustion isn't so bad. Won't have it affecting our siege ability. Malindi. What do I even do with you? Yeah, I probably could have pieced you out ages ago. To be honest, your one province here is not worth the units I am leaving there. I do actually have to think about what to do. Would I rather just white piece you? Yeah, but we'll get our units out of there first. And that leaves Ajuran and Ajuran only. Get the bulk of you over there, and the rest of you please merge together and split into orderly groups for sieging. Whew. I'll admit, that war had me a little on the fence. Oh, we got through it. Actually, they're raising an army just fast enough here. Let's take care of that. Thank goodness. I can even start building up my navy again. With what little money I have spare. No, let's actually hang around here. There are wastelands to loot. Pate deserves all the looting my horses can manage. Whew. Oh, come on, what are you playing at, Ottomans? Okay, our siege man died, but to be honest, he deserves a break. It was thanks to him we were able to penetrate the Mamluk defences and ravage them from the inside. Once we get Mogadishu's capital back in our control, we'll be able to continue its integration. The question I'm asking is, would I rather keep the integration going, or would I like to give these lands to Mogadishu and get it after they core it? I'm risking that it might take too long for them to core it, but I think they might be alright. It's not like they've been spending that much on teching. And besides, I'll just core it when I integrate it. I do, however, need to actually take it, so let's get our cannons on the case. Jake, French missionaries. Do you mean free? Oh yes, French, of course. Ha 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 ha. Done and done right. The question still remains though. We get 3 done per month, which means the rest of it would take only like 10 months or so. But I would give them all this land, and they would have to core it straight away. I'm not sure if they've been teching at all. Were they at Tech 4 before? You know what, I'm confident it'll take them long enough to... Nah, you know what, we'll just give it all to them. Was the Ajuran my rival? They were not. Okay, I am unhappy about that, but still. Here you go, Mogadishu, grow fat. Maybe I should grab Pate so that I have a springboard down here. On the other hand, rubbing up against Kilwa may not be my brightest of ideas. Allied to you. Okay, well that means we're going to come to blows anyway. Probably better to tie my horses to him instead of the other way around, so I will settle for Pate. The rest of this can go to my beloved vassal. I'm taking all your money because of all the problems you caused me. There's nothing else I can really do. Oh, well. Hey, if it's free prestige, I'm all about it. That's one way to break your alliance with the Mamluks. Break your alliance with existence. Okay, so Mogadishu has 18 war exhaustion, but he's coring all this land straight away, despite its horrifically increased costs. Yeah, I know it would increase their annexation cost and make it take longer, but that's fine, because if it takes longer, it actually gives me time to finish it. And they love me, so they're nowhere near wanting to revolt away from me. Which is not the same I can say about these fellas. Actually, I am certain that these are going to want to rise up very swiftly. Thankfully, though, we have the manpower. And our money is... Gonna have to do something about trade over time. Trading out our mercs for these not mercs. Okay, the only province that is difficult to defend is Gedo. So we may as well camp in the highlands. On the other hand, our Marahens want to rise up. Oh well, if they do, they do. Maybe I'll detach half my army there. The question is, who do I care more about? The Mogadishu or... Nah. Okay, tolerance to the true faith is great. That'll drop revolt risk across all Jewish provinces. Not that I don't already have enough tolerance to that true faith. +2 is great. Sure wish I could have an advisor or 3 though. I wonder if it's worth it to get the unrest down. You know, it might even actually be worth it. Not that it unlocks any decisions. We don't get decisions because flavor for Jews not on my watch. You know, you might just not revolt on me. I love pie because it's awesome, says, what's Jake's goal in this game? Well, this particular campaign, I wish to do the Prester John achievement as a Jew. And that means, as Ethiopia, you must take this province, whatever it's called, plus Constantinople and Alexandria. But I'll be doing it as a Jew. Early on we were able to convert ourselves to Jewish. Kinda damaged our country fairly heavily, but that's okay. I would like this guy as well, but... well, I'd like many things. Right, what's costing us here? The missionaries, certainly, but the war reparations are costing us a horrific ducat a month. Nah, we'll keep you, I'm sure. I am absolutely certain there's going to be a revolt around here. So we'll be ready for it. Jake, you have your boats sitting out in blockade position. Thanks. When I could be throwing them over here and mothballing them. Actually, mothballing is a very poor idea because Yemen might get the idea of attacking us. Why, Ottomans? Why are you such a disappointment today? Thank you, Drax Copy. You know just the words to make my day better. Alright, you know, I'm sick of these worder guys. We could actually eliminate them altogether if we position our troops on them. Of course, the moment we get there, these folks are going to rise up. But if we just take worder down a couple of notches, we could then reposition ourselves over Gedo. Ready to thrust our armies into any peasants or separatists that rise up. They're probably all Ajarani. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so we'll maybe give it a couple of months. That'll make the Marahens extremely unlikely to rise up in the next few years. And we'll be ready to help our glorious vassal with whatever ails them. One more month and I'll be satisfied. Jake, reduce maintenance without mothballing. Good idea. We'll go with that. National Spy Defense. What a useless stat, so we don't even worry about it. Now, the tune playing right now is Africa, if you can hear it. Again, it's a DLC track from Europa Universalis 3. We're still hurting on the money front, but at least we're getting our manpower back, so when we do the switch over mercs for regular infantry, it won't be so painful. One of our diplomats is being a bit French here. I'm actually tempted to get Werden done. If we get it done quickly enough, we won't have to worry about it rising up. Yeah, I really should see about eliminating Marahan from the picture. Kilwa and Malindi. But Malindi is only allied with Marahan, and Marahan is 58. Okay, that, since we white peaced with you, that really works out well for us. Means we can holy war you. And as Marahan is involved, we could do them rather harshly as well. But that doesn't stop me from wanting claims on them. I really don't like this whole accordion view. I want my better user interface mod back. I think it actually has been remade for 1.12, so I need to look into it, make sure it's stable, and give it a go. Alright, I can be relatively satisfied with this state of affairs. Probably take about 5 years to integrate you. It would be a bit easier if I had our friend here. Ugh, the Marahens want to rise up again. 2.1 years. Okay, this is a lot of this is down to chance. It's more likely that our missionary will succeed, and that'll eliminate the Marahans from rising up altogether. But there's no guarantees in this. Jake, is Jewish considered a pagan religion? Do you get full income from gold mines? I don't have any gold mines, so I couldn't tell you right now. However, income from gold mines is now tied to your tech group rather than your religion. Oh, come on, Ottomans! What is wrong with you? Aside from the obvious. Jake, show us Timmy. Timmy's keeping it together quite well. Decided to go for the vassals rather than anything else, which is clever. Makes him less prone to exploding. Okay, now since Mogadishu has such low military tech, I feel relatively okay dismissing a good chunk of my units there. So I need to start generating cash instead of hemorrhaging it. Speaking of which, these conversions are helping us out here, there, and everywhere. I won't have enough units to... Oh, swell! Look who got all his cores done like a good little vassal. Good job, Mogadishu. I did enjoy seeing this just go pop, 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 all done. So the moment I integrate you, I will be ready for the greatest of wars. Also, I've been neglecting my rivals. Kiowa is definitely up next, so we're ready for you. Keep those claims going. So there's 763 people watching here, which means that's about double what was watching me on... what was that thing even called again? Oh, Prestige, yes please. That was watching on Hitbox. I was playing Honey Pop there. I wonder if anybody actually came from Hitbox over to here. I'd be both impressed and disappointed at the same time. Jake, who are considered heretics for Jews? There is no such thing, so tolerance of heretics for Jews is actually useless. And good Werder is done, so they can never rise up again with Marahan separatists. Good. Go away. Kaffa has gold. Yes, yes it does, but we are not taking anything from Kaffa other than the occasional punch of money, which is something I want to take very soon. Now the reason we keep Kaffas around is because they will not be getting any alliances. They are too small and they are a heathen to just about everyone in the region. In fact, yes, everyone in the region. So they're more like a punching bag for us than anything else. Also, Joy of Joys. Military Tech 8. Pate is most assuredly ours. The Hunj separatists are on the rise though. Where? Gizira. I think I've already... we can afford to increase the autonomy there. It's not exactly a deal breaker. And excellent. Whoa, well, we saw this coming. The important thing is that we destroy them and don't let them slot together. Okay, since we've made kill by an enemy, I'd love to throw an insult at him, but... Right. Okay, I'm pretty confident we can just mop the floor with these guys. Because they're using the same tech and all that as our beloved Vassal. Oh, what's really nice is even though these battles take like no time, and the siege is even less. Alright, so I'm going to lose some tactics here, that's no big issue. Actually, it is a bit suicidal, there's no need to do that. So Mogadishu has all this, what am I trying to say? Defended our territory plus 20, and that lasts for 20 years. On top of that, I can de-siege their territory for nice bonuses too. Also, it's high time we got rid of these fellas. I know we're going to look laughably weak for a short while, but now we can raise an actual professional army. Well, as our Dosh can allow it. All's well. And sure enough, you have recent revolt all across there, so there's no more revolt problems to worry about with you. The only question is, where do we fight next? And, well, I am kind of getting ready for Marahan. It'd probably be an idea to throw one down on Malindi as well, but we're struggling for diplomats. Which is a shame, I really kind of want to take diplomatic just to get an extra merchant. Oh, I would have lost tactics in that battle. Remember when I was thinking about running down here? I would have lost tactics because the unit that I wanted to throw down there, I think it was more or less this one, has too much cavalry in relation to infantry. So I would have lost a chunk of tactics, I think 0.5 tactics. That's not good. Tactics are one of the most, if not the most important number when it comes to your battles. You need tactics. Oh yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to my aggressive expansion, but I doubt the Marahan are going to launch a one-man coalition against me. Nobody else really cared. Frankly, they wanted them out of the... Ooh. Yeah, I rather think I can get behind removing Malindi from the map. Yeah, I also need to tell Malindi that they stink. Why didn't you take the gold province from Kaffa yet, Jake? Like I said, Kaffa are just going to sit around as our punching bag. Now the Mamluks have gotten rather a few friends now. Najd, Tunis, Hejaz. I doubt they'd all join in a Mamlukian offensive war, but the fact that I don't have allies, and I will find it very hard to get allies, is going to work against me rather a bit. But I do need to solidify and consolidate my realm here. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do Pate so that I don't get any revolt issues down there. For a non-missionary religion, Judaism is spreading rather well in Somalia. So soon you're going to see Jewish Somali pirates wrecking your day. Jake, do you get the extra missionary if you take Mecca? No, Mecca is of no concern to the Jews. Rome and Jerusalem are, however, and Jerusalem isn't that far away, so we will be taking that. No doubt. Ooh, right, I want you. I want you quite a lot, more so than I want this revolt risk guy, so you're fired. Actually, do I even want you? We're close enough to getting you inside us. It's only going to take another 2 years. I'd rather have the military guy. On that note, Mamluks are at 7. I hope their new ruler takes over soon. Jewish Somali pirates don't even rob anyone, they just force people to take loans. Maybe that's why I'm suited to playing this, because I'm not the one taking loans. Okay, our war reparations still have another, I think, 3 years to go. Alright, we tell the Kilwas exactly what we think about them. Actually, Kilwa's military tech is 2 below ours. We should be able to curb stomp them fairly well. The trouble, as ever, is our lack of money. Maybe we should make a visit to the Bank of Kaffa. Our inflation isn't too bad. Actually, yeah. Making a visit to the Bank of Kaffa seems like a good idea. They're probably drowning in money since they have nothing to spend it on. Look at that. 262 ducats. If I just ravage them very swiftly, they won't have any opportunity to spend it on things. They're building up all the provinces for me as well. See, that I like. Don't like them building forts, but they always had this fort. Issue is they also have the money to maintain it, so we'll just holy war them and take their dosh. Just like the music knew I wanted to go to war. Excellent. That's the trouble. I should have thought about this, but the zone of control kind of gets in our way here. How should I play this then? I'll let him come to me. Excellent. Now we have our 3 shock general in the case. This event has become considerably less useful since the introduction of development. Still, it's my exact religion and my exact culture. I wouldn't mind a bit of manpower. Boom. This area of the world is very tricky for building more buildings. Alright. If you're a little injured, get out of here. Otherwise... yeah, otherwise what? I don't really mind missing out on my tactics here all that much, because we're going to ravage them anyway. Our superior technology ensures us this. Ah, shoot. This I should have thought about, though. I gotta take the long way around. Okay, at least we got that. Okay, it's actually pretty good. I can, what's that? Not even 1 inflation. Thank you kindly, I'll be having all of that. Hope you don't mind. We're wasting our time besieging this fort. I'm just going to leave behind the cavalry and have our one... what am I planning on here? That's fine. Just have our cavalry loot the fortified province, and the rest of my folks, my fine gentlemen, and they can deal with the capital fort, since it'll take less time to fall. Jake Fabricate claims you're right, I'm not really doing anything with my folks right now, but I am investing this money into a standing army right now. Jewish religion equals no inflation taking dosh. It seems that some cares were taken in ensuring that there is no real financial implications with being Jewish. That might be a slippery slope.